Today, on Be Something Wonderful, from poverty to prosperity, the shift that changed my life. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. We have a big video for you today. The question was this: Tom, what did it for you? What was the shift that changed your life? Right? How do I move from this poverty consciousness of needing and wanting things to change in my life to the prosperity consciousness of knowing that they already have, to knowing that they're always changing, they're always unfolding perfectly from within me? And I started here. The first point that I want to make on this is stop looking for evidence and proof of who you are and what you can become or experience in the people, things, and circumstances that appear to be out there. That's the first point. What's possible or not possible for you doesn't come from out there. As John Wheeler, the scientist, said, there's no out there, out there. It's all you, within you, as you, through you, as the substance of reality itself. That's really what I want to get to today. And stop looking for evidence and proof of who you are and what you can become or experience in your changing thoughts and feelings. What's possible or not possible for you, hear this, doesn't even come from what's in there. Wow, there's no in there either. There's no out there, there's no in there. There's no in or out. It's you, your source, your reality. There's no separation anywhere between 3D and 4D and 5D. Reality's reality and you're it. There's no separation. There's just you. I am as the one and only source or substance of all that is and all that you want and desire. You are the only source and substance of all that you want, imagine, and desire. Wow, that's powerful. The people, things, and circumstances, your thoughts and feelings mean nothing. I want to go back to that show, The Chosen, in that scene of the healing at the pool of Bethesda. Jesus, your I am awareness, saying to the paralyzed man that this pool means nothing, that it does nothing. Those changing people, events, and circumstances, those changing thoughts and feelings mean nothing. They do nothing, right? You don't need this pool. You only need me. Huge message there. In other words, there is no in there or out there. There's just you and your awareness. I am awareness. There's no divisions between inner world versus outer world, imagination versus 3D, real versus unreal, real versus imagined, in there versus out there, manifested versus not manifested. We create all of that, which creates us to seek and try to find what's going wrong, why we're not living the life that we want and desire. Remember what Jesus said in the Gospel of Thomas, rather ultimate reality, source, God, I am awareness, is within you and outside of you. That's the message. That it's both within you and outside of you. There's no separation here. It's one unity, one awareness, one source, one substance, and you're it. And you're all of it. Right? This is powerful. All of that seeking, right? All of that searching for something, all that whole idea keeps you looking for the next success story, the next main manifesting technique, the next coach or YouTube channel, telling you what worked for them and what worked for others, right? You try it and you manifest a text message or some money or a butterfly or a parking spot. And then you believe and feel hopeful until the next unwanted or negative circumstance or thought and feeling pops up. Right? You swing like a pendulum between believing and doubting, but never being and knowing. Never being and knowing yourself as source, never being and knowing yourself as supply, Never being and knowing yourself as the very substance of reality, the very substance of all that you want and desire. Wow. That's powerful, right? So, when you are manifesting from a place of attachment, the results, or in other words, the evidence of proof that you are seeking, will always appear hot and cold. Whether it doesn't matter how much love or money or success or health that you appear to manifest, right? When it comes from that idea that, oh yeah, I'm feeling positive, so I'm believing right now, I'm believing in it. Or you're swinging to, then a negative circumstance comes up or a negative thought, then you're doubting it. You're basing it, all the evidence on the changing circumstances, whether they're people, events, and things, or your thoughts and feelings. When you're feeling positive, you're believing. That's positive attachment. When you're feeling negative, you're doubting. That's negative attachment. Either way, belief can be shaken. Feelings can change, right? The thoughts and feelings can change. That's attachment, right? Allowing outer and inner changing circumstances to determine your fulfillment, to define who you are, to dictate what's possible for you to be, have, and experience. Wow. Think about this. I'm not sure we've ever defined what attachment means with such clarity, right? That beliefs can be shaken. So you swing between believing and doubting, between this idea of feeling positive and feeling negative, between this idea of positive attachment and negative attachment, right? Your feelings and thoughts can change. Beliefs can be shaken. That's attachment. Allowing outer and inner changing circumstances, whether it's the outer people, events, and conditions, people, events, and things, or the inner conditions of changing thoughts and feelings. You're allowing them to determine your fulfillment, to define who you are, to dictate what's possible for you to be, have, and experience. Wow, that's powerful. It's so powerful, I want you to hear it again. Attachment is believing that outer circumstances, people, events, and things, and inner circumstances or conditions of thoughts and feelings determine, define, and dictate your fulfillment, who you are, and what's possible or not possible for you to be, have, and experience as reality. Wow. Right? Trying to believe, looking for proof, searching for evidence, seeking success stories, trying to feel better, hoping the next technique, coach, or YouTube channel will have the answer for you, keeps you swinging on the pendulum between belief and doubt, between positive attachment and negative attachment, between feeling good and not feeling good. That's poverty consciousness, right? No matter how many specific persons you manifest, right? No matter how much money you pile up or falls on your lap, no matter how many things you heal about yourself or others, when you're swinging between that believing and doubt, that's poverty consciousness. You're not knowing yourself as that one and only substance and source. That's powerful. So what do? Be still and know that I am God. Know that you're source. Know that you're supply. Know that you're the very substance. I am is the very substance of reality, the very substance of everything you want. Remember, you're always shifting. You're always creating. You're always manifesting experiences of reality, right? In every moment. But no matter how many lovers you manifest, no matter how much money you make, no matter how many friends you have, no matter how many success stories you hear, no matter how many processes you learn and how many signs and butterflies you see in parking spots you manifest, unless you know yourself as source, as supply, as the very substance or I am of all that is, of all that you want, desire, you live in poverty. And as Jesus said in the Gospel of Thomas, and you are that poverty. You live in poverty unless you know yourselves. Remember, he said, unless you know yourselves as the children of the living source, the living God. You live in poverty and you are that poverty. Wow. That's poverty consciousness. Remember, I am is God. It's the name of God forever and ever. And what God knows, God becomes. It's a knowing, right? It's not about belief. It's beyond belief, right? You know it, right? It's beyond belief. Doubt is irrelevant, right? There is no other proof or evidence of everything that you want to be and have than I am. In other words, in the words of Reverend Ike, right? He said, whatever you add to I am, you become. And whatever you add to I am is added onto you. That's you. That's the substance. You are the source and substance of reality. There is no other, right? I am love. I am wealth. I am health. I am freedom. That's the truth. Remember, what God knows, God becomes. What you add to that is reality, right? That's the absolute declaration or announcement of reality. In other words, you're the substance of wealth. You're the substance of health. You're the substance of love, of freedom, of everything that you want and desire. There's nothing outside of you. That's what in Scripture, when the ancients in John 1:3, they said, all things were made through him. Without him, nothing was made that was made. That's what that means. That's how you move from poverty consciousness to prosperity consciousness. The shift that will change your life. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, The Ambassadors, at facebook.com/groups/Be Something Wonderful. For joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, TikTok at Be Something Wonderful, anywhere on social media at either Tom Kearin or Be Something Wonderful, you can find us. And for being part of the membership channel. Don't forget, this Sunday, October 27th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Pacific Time, USA, in the morning, I'm going to come to you live, answering your questions that you've been sending to us at info@besomethingwonderful.com, and answer your questions live during the event, right on the chat. So if you're a member, join us. If you're not a member, check out the link below. If you missed the live stream, it will be available on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. Creators with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude. This is Tom Kearin here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.